What up, what up, what up? It's your homeboy B. Watt, and you are now tuned into another episode of Cancel B. Watt. And in this episode, I'm going to be discussing Dolton Village Mayor Tiffany Henyard and the FBI probe, which has been launched against her for her alleged misconduct. This 40-year-old self-proclaimed super mayor has ignored all requests for any information and plasters her image all around her hometown of Dolton Village. Dolton Village is apparently outside of Chicago in Illinois, and I think it's crazy that it's called a village, but it must be a very, very small town. They say that absolute power corrupts absolutely, but power does not change someone. It only exaggerates what's already inside of the person who wields it. Unfortunately, this is another bad look for black women in power. White people really thought that it was a better idea to empower black women with money and positions of leadership, but I am willing to bet my last dollar right now that white folks are sitting around second guessing that decision. Because all around the country right now, we have this city girl mayor energy going on. All right, Mayor Cantrell in New Orleans, Mayor Henyard in Dolton. Tiffany Henyard makes Fannie Willis look like a decent district attorney. All right, or maybe not. Maybe they're just one and the same. Tiffany Henyard has been known to pay for musical DJs to get her points across during government meetings. What in the world is this woman doing bringing a DJ to a government meeting? She apparently walked into a board meeting dressed like a drug lord while the DJ played Rihanna's Bitch Better Have My Money. This woman was real life dressed like Nino Brown from New Jack City. But if y'all remember, Nino Brown was a neighborhood gangster who sold drugs for profit and killed anybody who opposed his drug empire. Which is kind of ironic because a critic of Tiffany Henyard believes that her home was actually sprayed with bullets after a bitter beef that she had with Tiffany Henyard last summer. Tiffany was accused by this individual of using city money to pay for her constant partying, lavish travel, and other personal, quote-unquote, indulgences. This woman absolutely feels that Tiffany Henyard was behind the violent attack on her home. Honestly, initially, I thought this had to be a joke. But apparently this story has been corroborated. Like I said, there's a FBI probe into this situation. One member of the board of directors called Tiffany's spending unbearable and out of control. Listen, this gets even more ridiculous, guys. Tiffany Henyard has been accused of hiring police officers to dance with her in her music videos. She paid the police department over $1 million to be her personal security detail. This security detail is almost 24/7, and they even pick up her daughter from school so that her and Tiffany can go shopping. This woman has apparently ran up $5 million of debt for the small village of Dolton. The residents of this small town say that Tiffany loves to party. If there's a party, she's going to make it happen. She apparently dropped $10,000 on a skating ring, which cost the city ultimately $110,000 to build. Of course, she built it without any approval. The board of directors found out about this plan, and they blocked all the payments. Of course, she went around them, had it done anyways. Residents say that the rink is now built, but it only ever gets used when Tiffany allows it. In September 2022, it was alleged that Tiffany and the town board of directors voted to donate $10,000 to her personal foundation, which was supposed to support cancer patients. Tiffany then threw a walkathon, but she charged it to the Dolton credit card and also dropped $20,000 on branded t-shirts and sweatshirts with her face on it. The residents there say that she plasters her face all around town all the time. That seems a little megalomaniacal. Tiffany Henyard, like many of the city girl mayors and city girl DAs, likes to take trips to Atlanta, Las Vegas, in New York City. She frequently flies first class and only stays in ritzy hotels. These trips alone have cost the city of Dolton $70,000. Henyard has been accused by the board of directors of forging documents and withholding financial records. She refuses to open the books so that no one can scrutinize her spending habits. Now, I want to be very careful right now because I don't want to be seen as criticizing a black woman in power. So I'll let her speak for herself.
I do not handle anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas? What is that?
No comment.
You don't know if you were in Las Vegas?
Of course I do.
Were you?
It's not paid by them.
Did you fly first class to Las Vegas?
Any other questions?
Now y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman.
In 2022, they actually voted her out of office. 56% of the residents voted to have her removed as mayor, but the Cooks County courts ruled that the referenda was invalid, keeping this African-American feminist tyrant in power. So, like I said, just another bad look for black women in power. All right? White people thought that it would be a better idea to deal with black women, right? They would be more cooperative. This is not true. Y'all are learning the hard way just like everyone else. Okay? Everyone has to stay in their place and everyone has to be accountable. You cannot be put in positions of leadership doing whatever you want to with no accountability. Okay? So as always, I'm interested to know what you all think about this. Do you think that the FBI is actually going to prosecute this tyrannical mayor, or will she continue to enjoy all the perks and privileges of being a city girl mayor with no accountability? Shopping, traveling, shooting up the home of her opposition. Do you think that white people now regret putting black women in a position of leadership? And also, do you think that the gangs in Chicago have finally taken over the legal system there, like they did down in Fulton County? Because, I mean, I never heard of a mayor shooting up nobody's spot now, all right? So listen, like, subscribe, log on to cancelby.com, and tune in again to another episode of Cancel BY.